Studer Community Institute delivered in so many ways to make our community a better place to live in 2022, building brains, building jobs, and building community. Pensacola took another big step towards becoming America's first early learning city, as more children are being given the chance to be the best they can be. Through enhanced partnerships with all of the area's hospitals, SCI's Brain Bag program reached over 5,000 new parents in 2022, a huge increase from the previous year. Valuable resources, including the Build a Brain video provided right after birth, teach parents how to maximize their baby's pivotal early brain development. SCI facilitated the building of an early learning garden at Gonzales Court, which opened in February. The nature-themed play space, designed to stimulate children's brains, is the third sensory garden SCI had built in Pensacola, the second at an area housing complex.
The kids were on this playing before it was finished. That indicates there is a need. And so it means a lot. We can house people all day, but if we're not providing them with the necessities that they need in life to develop and to grow, then our mission has not been accomplished. And that's the partnership between us and the Studer Community Institute.
The impact of SCI's early brain development programs went international in June. In a visit coordinated through the U.S. Department of State, a delegation from Central and South America were given a presentation about SCI's efforts.
I thought it was wonderful. I was very impressed by it. We have done some studies that we have used, but certainly I'm taking some tools back that we can take to Guatemala to put into place to help early childhood development.
The first step is doing exactly what you're doing and what you have been doing.
Dr. Dana SUSKIND delivered a huge stamp of validation in June, making a return visit to Pensacola 6 years after initially inspiring SCI's early brain efforts. The renowned pediatric surgeon, social scientist, and best-selling author saw just how her research and vision is playing out.
Just seeing how the group has connected through hospitals, employers, Wahoo Stadium, and really tried to bring it into the fabric of this community, I think is really what gives it so much legs.
The momentum kept going with the 6th annual Light Up Learning in October. SCI's main fundraiser for early brain initiatives delivered a night to remember. The event raised over $166,000 to fuel the next steps in creating America's first early learning city. It also proved to be a banner year for SCI's work on building jobs. The venture mentoring service expanded, adding 6 new local mentee companies. The free program pairs a budding entrepreneur with a team of experienced mentors. It's making a tremendous impact for people like Dr. Justine Roper.
I prided myself on not crying in every single meeting after a while, because I was like, at first it was just so overwhelming to me in a good way to have such support. And so I feel like I'm 10 times better as a business owner, 10 times better as a semi-accountant of keeping my books, 10 times better as an administrator. So better overall.
Much like the early brain initiatives, SCI's work for entrepreneurship was further validated by a meaningful visit in 2022. Brilliant minds from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, where the VMS program originated, came to provide more direction and evaluate the progress.
Got great leadership, great support, great host organization, and because of that, you've been able to attract a real exceptional group of mentors. You've raised a high bar here.
This is probably one of the fastest growing programs that we've ever had. And it's happened during COVID, no less.
Through the Spring Entrepreneur Hub, SCI started a new How-To series, providing another valuable resource to the area's business upstarts. Leveraging partnerships with local experts, the series delivered game-changing info on topics like starting a business plan and managing your business finances.
I told Rebecca that we're going to be at the next 2, so it made an impression on us, and I have a list of things I need to work on tomorrow.
Accelerate Roundtable members, part of a program where leaders meet monthly to share experiences and ideas, received a bonus question and answer session from the man himself, SCI founder Quint Studer.
I love hearing Quint speak, and there's nothing like being in person with him while he speaks. Great content, took so much notes. It was an awesome night.
5 symposiums featured national experts sharing impactful knowledge on topics like workplace wellness.
When a team has psychological safety, that's when they're most high performing.
Successful sales.
So let's take a look at the buyer's journey. This is really critical.
And inclusion and belonging.
That is expanding your comfort zone. Mentor people that are different than yourselves. Ask to be mentored by people that are different than yourselves.
A pair of sessions on supervisor essentials provided a multitude of techniques and tips to take leadership skills to the next level.
One of the things that I really want us to take away in terms of our mindset is being coachable. Coaches are coachable.
It was really hard to make the commitment to get away from the business and to drive an hour and lose half a day, you know. But if you don't do that, you're just treading water, you know, and that's what we found ourselves doing.
Business growth opportunities culminated in the 8th annual ENTRECON. An awards event got things started by honoring the achievements and economic impact of area difference makers. A perfect setup for the 2-day world-class business, leadership, and entrepreneurship conference, featuring 6 nationally respected keynote presenters with multiple breakout sessions totaling nearly 20 expert speakers, delivered a plethora of learning, growth, inspiration, and connection.
Thankful to Studer Community Institute for creating this space, number one. Oftentimes I'm looking at conferences, different things to do, and I do have to travel, but being able to be home and connect with people from all across the country, and then also those who are local, the space was definitely a safe one and an opportunity to build meaningful connections that will go beyond ENTRECON this year.
SCI's focus on building community produced a tremendous level of impact as well. The Civicon Speaker Series brought in 8 experts from across the country sharing best practices to raise our area's civic IQ. A staggering list of heavy hitters brought insight on topics like smart transportation solutions, racial unity, helping low-income renters become homeowners, coastal management in the face of climate change, using science to effectively scale ideas, and key advice on housing affordability. All of it a tremendous resource for the community.
What Studer Institute is doing is phenomenal to bring this guy here to us. They're bringing in really, really high caliber talent. And we need to do more to educate people to show up, come here, because there's some really good information that's being handed out for free.
Civicon also unveiled Escambia County Quality of Life Survey results twice, the 2021 numbers in January and the 2022 edition in November, the latter revealing a lot of optimism for the future. Civicon capped a very productive year with their 2nd annual awards event, a night that included Pensacola's new mayor, D.C. Reeves, taking home marquee honors, highlighted the depth and diversity of people acting on Civicon's lessons.
I was very encouraged tonight to see all those people, and then also to think, yeah, these are people who care about the community, because there's a lot of negativity out there. And this was not a negative event. This was such uplifting, you know. It was very energizing.
Perhaps most encouraging of all in 2022, realizing how SCI's efforts are truly becoming a model for other communities. A delegation of over 60 leaders from the Lafayette, Louisiana area, known as Acadiana, visited Pensacola for a 2-day leadership exchange to learn about all facets of SCI's work. They want to emulate Pensacola's progress.
We wanted to bring a number of our leaders here to Pensacola to see what is possible when you have an engaged community and engaged leadership. So we're basically stealing all your great ideas.
2022 stands out as a remarkable year for building brains, building jobs, and building community, making our area a better place to live for all. The year is also significant for enormous pride and sadness surrounding SCI's efforts to help minority-owned businesses. Director of Business Engagement, Rodney Jackson, spearheaded the initiatives, making major strides by helping numerous individuals, companies, and organizations with targeted, difference-making advice and assistance.
Man, it's a lot of stress off your shoulders when you have somebody like Rodney them and this place right here in your corner.
Jackson tragically passed away in August. He is tremendously missed, but his legacy lives on in the people he helped and the pathway he established for SCI's efforts to assist Pensacola's minority-owned businesses.